I love all forms of football, but there's just something so pure about high school ball that just never gets old and always has me counting the minutes to Friday nights. Welcome back to Sports Express. Let's just get straight to work. We'll start over in Edgar where they hosted Pacelli. Wildcats coming out of the gate swinging, holding nothing back, going deep on the very first drive. Quarterback Tegan Street, one-way street to the end zone here, connecting with Leighton Shutt for a 40-yard touchdown bomb. But it wasn't just the offense. Carver Higgins gonna come off the edge here. You gotta block that. Quickly shutting down Pacelli's plans of pounding the rock, forcing multiple back-to-back 3-and-outs. But it would be Edgar continuing to chip away, run that rock, letting running back Colby Weisenberger do the rest, carrying Edgar to a massive 48-0 win, putting the squad at 3-0 to start the season. Next, we're heading over to Athens for some high-flying, fast-paced 8-man ball. Lake Holcomb in town. Teams trading punts early. Chieftains finally got her rolling. Taking a shot to Trent Nittick, their big receiver on the edge. And take a look at the hands. Who needs Stickum? We're going to go later in the drive now. Quarterback Harley Schroeder going to take the snap before saying, you know what? Enough's enough. He's just going to take it himself straight up the gut for 6. But Athens had an answer. After a big 4th-and-1 stop, the Blue Jays QB Kyle Ellenbecker flies to the edge, and that is 6 even in flag football. These two teams trade blows all game, but they're currently under a lightning delay and expected to start any minute now. Athens is holding on to a lead with 3:50 to go. Well, that brings an end to the first course of this Friday night football feast, but I hope you haven't had your fill just yet because the best is yet to come. But first, a brief intermission with more scores to the sounds of the Spencer Columbus Band. Love the red, white, and blue, but I hope you kept your school colors on and didn't wash that face paint off just yet. And if you did, no worries. Just make sure to keep that school spirit up and keep on waving that sign you made, because Sports Express is back. All right, Marathon getting knocked from the ranks of the unbeaten last week in an OT thriller, looking for some revenge tonight against Rochelle. First quarter, Cooper Hoxma and Matt Annis, like Top Gun, they own the air. Doesn't stop there, though. 4th down and Oshkosh to go on the next marathon drive. Hoxma looking for his wingman, Tyler Underwood, who goes up to the penthouse for that one. Grabs it at the top floor to move the chains. Then it's Annis on the handoff, and you only see cuts this clean at barbershops. He bulldozes in for TD2 as Marathon gets the win 36-0. All right, time to turn up the intensity. It's a conference matchup in the VFA. DCE taking on Appleton West. Second quarter. Shout out to the big guys up front. You could have driven a Chevy through that hole. Blake Bankston tripped up inside the 5, but then like Mortal Kombat, he finishes it. And he's not asking, he's telling you, give him 6. Defense also turning up and throwing down QBs. Braxton Rickard, hold him, tackle him, lock him in the cellar. Doesn't matter. He's still getting to the quarterback. Everest gets the ball back. And they're in business again. It's a buyer's market. Jack Babinski buying time. Preston Miller literally yelled for that ball, and that's why you use your words. Perfect pass, touchdown trees, and they get the win. We head down to Mosinee as the Indians welcome in the Thunderbirds. Both teams looking for their first wins of the season. Mosinee's second drive of the game. Gavin Abremski drops back and finds his man, Blake Nichols, over the middle. He does the rest. Indians jump up to a 2-score lead, and that leaves the fans happy as it should. Mosinee driving once again. Abremski taking a shot, and that's taken away by Taylor Haling. Mosinee able to stop Lakeland Union on the ensuing drive, though. For the Indians, 4th drive. First half, it's capped off by this run by Wyatt Harris. Mosinee goes up 20. And you know what? They're going to go on to win big, 40-7 Indians. Undefeated, Wittenberg-Burnhamwood comes to Spencer Columbus. Pep Band in full force there. First quarter, a lot of defense. Rockets 3rd and 8. Kyle Neiman takes the handoff, goes outside, but David Gouderman, reigning athlete of the week, flies in there for the stop. Second quarter, Rockets give to Neiman again, but Charlie Nowinski nowhere to go. Blows up the play, gets a tackle for loss. Ensuing Chargers drive, Marshall Fraser takes the ball. He's in there for the 8-yard TD. They would score a lot more after we left, of course, always the case, winning 35-0. Yeah, about that whole leaving thing, turns out we're heading out again right now, too. No worries, though. We're going to be right back with more of the good stuff, including our game of the week after these scores and some ads we have to run so that we get paid. Stick around. Welcome back. We're like Mulan. Let's just get right down to business. Stevens Point, we're going there for the Battle of the Animal Kingdom. Panthers playing host to the Polar Bears from Hortonville. One of my favorite mascots. Panthers looking for their first win on the season. We start in the first quarter. Spash's first drive of the game. Noah Marshke finds Amon Konopaki. He jukes a defender, and up the sideline he goes before being ushered out of bounds politely, of course. Panthers get a field goal on that drive. Panthers' next drive, we have an early contender for Catch of the Year. Peyton Pumper hauls it in from his QB. Good grief almighty, the athleticism. Their drive is capped off on this 4th and 7 play. Marshke dumps it off to Braylon Smola, who finds his way across the goal line into the paint. Count it, pylon bent in. That's a touchdown. Panthers pick up their first win of the season, winning a nail-biter 23-21. Oconto falls in Marshville. The Tigers up 7-0. When we got there in the second, looking to extend that lead, Trevor Fremmel drops back, hits a wide-open Brooks Hinson. He's got some moves like Jagger, turns on the gas, a stiff arm, and he earns that 41-yard touchdown, every yard of it. Fans getting pumped. Next Tigers drive, 3rd and goal. Fremmel floats one to the back of the end zone, and Luke Lemoyne comes down with it. We got to check the replay on that. Yeah, that was a touchdown. Holy cow, are we having some good catches tonight. Marshfield gets their first win of the season. And finally, we reached the headliner of the night, playing the main stage under the bright Friday night lights, a tone-setting early season conference clash between Wisconsin Rapids and Wausau West. Rapids with the ball, and they're going to run the ball. Wausau West trying to stop it. Into the end zone, though. They're going to go. That's going to be a Rapids score. So what can the Warriors of Wausau West do? Well, let's take a look here. They like to run the ball, and they're going to do it here, and they're going to do it well. All the way up the sideline, across the goal line for a touchdown. The Red Raiders answer back with this inside run, though. In the red zone, what do? Pound the rock, and guess what? The Warriors have an answer once again. They come away with a 3-point win. Let's go now to Addison Van Patten for more on this game as you watch the Warriors pound this one in.